What if I told you that one of the world's most powerful leaders just used G20 stage to call out the rich nations, the global system, and even indirectly swipe Donald Trump, who didn't even show up for the summit? This is Navya Bal and you're watching TimesXP. Today's story comes straight from Brazil, and it's loud, bold, and impossible to ignore. Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva didn't hold back. He told G20 that the world's biggest economies are failing the climate, failing the global south, and failing billions of people trapped in poverty because of policies made far from their borders. Lula's message was simple. The current global model is broken, and rich nations are ones breaking it. He blasted the austerity, saying it only cuts the poor while protecting the wealthy. He slammed the protectionism, saying it shuts down the developing countries, and he wanted that inequality is becoming a global security threat, bigger than war itself. But then came the turning point. Lula highlighted that unethical debt burden on developing countries was insane. More than half of the world's population today lives in the nations that spend more on debt repayment than the health or education. Imagine that. Countries paying banks more than the hospitals. And here's the twist that shocked the room. Lula said Latin America will never achieve prosperity though the force of threats and indirect jab at Trump's foreign policy approach, especially after the US president skipped G20 entirely this year. A lot of the leaders noticed the timing of the comment, but Lula didn't even stop there. He turned into climate actions where the G20 is responsible for 77% of global emissions. He told them that it's neither their responsibility. He pushed for the carbon cuts, disaster prevention, green energy, food security, and real comparison of the forest protection, especially for places like Amazon and Africa. His final message was powerful. If G20 wants a global stability, it must invest in the global south, especially Africa, and build a fair model for the future. So the big question is Lula just making the big speeches, or he is reshaping the global conversation? Tell me what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay tuned with XP for more global updates.